Hello, guys. It's your Pontiff, Archibald Chesterfield III. How are you guys going today? Hey, how are you? How are you going today? Are you happy? Are you cheery? Are you wonderful? Guys, are you living the dream? Guys, I had my coffee there, and I'm firing on all cylinders. By the way, guys, if ever I forget to add you to the WhatsApp group, if you've paid, or you've sent me money for a review and I forgot you, please let me know. Email me at archieluxury72@gmail.com. I had a guy who paid me in March for a review. He put it under his girlfriend's account, paid for it. It's got a completely different name. And instead of, it's my fault. It's my fault because I didn't tell him this. But normally what I do is I print out the run sheets. I print out the run sheets when the money comes in, and I cross it off to the Gmail email. And his one, I couldn't find the damn thing. So I forgot it. And look, he reminded me a couple times, and I had problems with the kids. I had my two adult sons between court, between being evicted, between just absolute disastrous things. I've had some dramas. I've had some personal problems. I've had some massive highs as well. It's not all lows. I had the box. I forgot to do it. So if I've forgotten a review or I forgot to add you to a WhatsApp group, let me know. I'll double check, because there's some of these sneaky guys here try and sneak in for free. I'll double check and I'll add you if you've paid. Simple as that. So I'm not perfect. The system isn't perfect. I'm a one-man band. I don't have staff. I don't have minions. I'm a one-man band. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is there. Here we go. Plastic. Hello, Plastic. How are you?
Hey, mate, just a quick shout out to you, Pontiff. I'm just about heading to work, mate. But I want to say your shows have been interesting this week.
Hey, thank you.
You've had some good guests on.
Yes.
So I just wanted to say, mate, onwards and upwards for you, big boy. Good to see you doing well. I'm off to work now. I just want to say,
one dog, one bone.
Show.
One dog, one bone.
One dog, one bone. Work hard, look after the kids, mate. Have a good shit every day. Pretty much it. You know what I mean? Pop off. Have a pop assist. Life's good.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Have a great day. Have a great day.
I love you, Plastic.
Love you,
Plastic. Love you. Hey, what's
it was
Cardinal?
Downhill, Arch. I heard Plastic's voice. I was like, oh shoot, I have to come on. Sorry, I was just replying to an email.
That's okay. Look, I tell you, I just wanted to say this. I had a bit of an argument with a guy today, okay? He sent me a review in March.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what he did is, it's not his fault, okay? It actually, the PayPal money came from his girlfriend's account, so a completely different name.
Okay.
And he actually sent me the information through WhatsApp. Now, I didn't link the two. And then he reminded me a couple of weeks ago, and I completely forgot again because I had trouble with my kids. I've had some massive highs, massive lows, and I forgot. And he got a bit nasty with me. I got a bit nasty with him, and I am sorry. I'm sorry. I find it hard to give money back, okay? I just, Marco, I mean, look, I have some massive highs. I have some days that are amazing on this thing here. I have other days which,
Not every day is going to be all sunshine and rainbows, Arch. You're running a business, a well-oiled machine. Sometimes a machine breaks down. There's some trouble, needs
and I'm lazy to start with. And don't forget, I am lazy to start with.
Right. You're not the easiest fiker to work with, Arch. You're not the easiest.
Let me just say this to you. If I've forgotten to add you to it, like I had that guy in the WhatsApp group, I didn't add him because what happens is I print these run sheets out. See, I print these sheets out when money comes into PayPal, and I cross it off. You can see I've crossed them off because
Mhm.
they relate to a review. I cross it off, and I get a number. I'm sorry if I haven't added you. I don't do it instantly. If I haven't added you, please, just email me ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com, and I will add you. If you want to be added to the WhatsApp group, please $30, PayPal to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. I'll add you. Paid reviews, $50, and I'll review your collection. I've got advertising. I've got all sorts of stuff. Do you know this Stefano guy? What is he?
Oh yeah, you can let him in.
Let him in. So, guys, I just want to apologize. If I've forgotten you, let me know. I will rectify it. I will. I don't want to rip anyone off. I do want to do the right thing. Thank God. Mal Law, £2. Marco, go with the pontiff to Nana Street.
Is that how I become AC4? It's how I become AC4.
Now we got Stefano. Hello, Stefano. How
Hello,
can I help
Pontiff.
you?
How are you, mighty Pontiff?
What's happening there, my friend?
How are you?
Hey, I've been better. I just had an argument with a customer,
Oh,
and he really had a go at me. He said, I just want my money back, and I'm thinking, I said to him, I don't have. Hello, ABC man. ABC.
his money back for what?
Hello, ABC. How's it going,
Hey
man?
man, it was for a paid review, so I'm gonna get it done today. It's gonna come out today. I just want to say, man, just relax. I make a mistake. I really did. Now I've even made a run sheet for him. I've made a run sheet, so I put his name, Stephen, 21GQB12. That because he didn't send it as a email, so I've just done a manual one. Okay, I've done a manual sheet. And it's going to be done today because he's very feisty about it. I don't blame him. It was my fault.
Oh my goodness!
God, show.
We got. Yes, we can.
Case.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Actually, I'll let you control it, Marco.
What's going on, boys? Guys,
royalty on the show. We got royalty.
Royalty on the show. Just very quickly, I'll get these super chats. Anarchy Chen, $5. Sincere apology, and it didn't take you a few days to. Unlike someone, wink, wink. Okay.
I don't know what that's directed at, but okay.
I like hollow points, $2. Marco, for a person with FASD, you doing okay? What's FASD?
It's a good question, Arch. I have no idea.
No idea. I just want to say hello here. Very, very quick, warm welcome to ABC.
Disorder.
ABC, I love you. I love you, man.
The show has missed you.
The show has missed you. The camera's a bit down low.
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
Hey, man, we're glad to... And also, let me have a very warm welcome to Showcase. Showcase. I still haven't got those sunglasses yet. You know that?
They're still not arrived?
No.
Oh.
No. Sorry, man. I don't want to push it. I'm just saying to you. Look, the thing is, watches and... Cars and Chrono, Archie Luxury at Watch Pardon or Hey Pontiff, still waiting on my collection review from May. Can I send you an update?
I think you did Cars and Chrono, right?
He's
got the super collection, right? Yeah.
I did.
I'm pretty sure he did it.
I did. I'm pretty
He's
sure
done
I did
the
it.
collection review.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, and this is the other problem. Sometimes people don't watch the content and they don't know I've done it. And then they ask me to find it.
I'll send you this, Arch. This is the... I'll send you this. This got this got the tracking info on.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Just take a screenshot, WhatsApp it to me. Showcase watches, can I talk to you, please?
Yeah, certainly. Go ahead.
Showcase.
How can I help?
Okay, I want to tell you this hobby is nasty. It's vicious. It's mean. I've actually completely understand you now, okay? I went through the same things with you. I grew the collection. I want to say to Showcase, I would never, ever have bought that box. I would never. Toyota Mo, $5. Super chat and upvote, you nasty, vicious punters. ABC and Showcase, great to see you. You betcha. James, I just want to tell you, James, please, James, I would never. I was settled. I had the black. I had the green box, the wolf box. I was happy with mediocrity. I was going to be content, saying, I don't really need it. It's only this. It's only that. But you came out and said, "No, Arch. since I've known you, blah, 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 blah. And that's why I got the red. The reason I got the red.
You needed the push. You need the push.
And I got to tell you, it's funny how I got the box. I also got rid of the Tudor. I don't know if you know that, the tuner.
I do. But has that left a hole in the box now?
No, because there's 8, because I had 10. So I had 10, because it was a Wolf box was 10. The LV box is 8. So 8 in the box and 1 on the wrist. It's
cool. But perfect.
But you know what, Showcase? I've actually said to myself, let me just explain this to you, okay? It's a bit like bloodletting. You know when you got an oil well, in the Iraqi war, they had these oil wells that were blown up. They were gushing oil out. And there was this dude who would throw a barrel full of dynamite into the well and blow it up, and that would stop the well from spewing oil out. Remember that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
That's kind of how collecting is, okay? Because let me tell you this. When I had 6 Pateks, I was craving a chronograph, which I could never afford. I mean, let's be completely realistic here. Or I wanted a perpetual calendar. Toyota Mo, later fellas, back to work. I love you, Toyota Mo. So what happened was, it was only when I did a bit of culling that it stopped the bleed. Does that make sense? So sometimes you've actually got to cut to stop the bleed. It's completely irrational, illogical.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Now,
are you happy? Are you content with the collection as it is?
Let me tell you this. There's always, if I had a big win or something amazing happened, of course I would add another watch. I'm not anti-adding. I'm not a left-wing feminist who anti-adds. You know what I mean? I'm not like that, right?
Yeah.
Of course I would add a watch. Actually, my 50th's coming up, and I'm thinking maybe a watch. I haven't decided yet, okay?
How long, Arch, until the 50th?
My birthday's in October. I'm 49 this year, so it's October next year.
Okay,
so it's still a while away.
Can we not pretend it's this year and hold like a big fundraiser for it?
We'll
just age you a year?
That. Yeah. Look,
by the way, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What I'm going to say is, is that a Showcase, in your advice with the collection, I look at my collection now, 4 Pateks, World Time, annual calendar, and 2 Calatravas. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I look at my 3 steel sports Rolex. You need steel Rolexes to get life done. Eeks, $10. Cocaine Habit or a 17,000. Oysterquartz.
And that one's pretty self-explanatory. You didn't need us for that one, did you? But
let me say this to you. 3 steel stunner Rolexes, a Speedy. I got the Legends. And I'm happy it's the previous one. Right? I'm really happy about... We're losing people. What's happening here?
We lost ABC.
I think ABC's got some connection problem.
Yeah.
And then...
He'll be back.
We lost Stefano as well.
Oh, here we go.
Let me say this to you. What I did was... I got to tell you this. A Reverso. My collection, I feel full. It's like I've had a nice meal. Yes, I could fit in dessert.
Yep.
But you know what? I don't need to. I'm actually quite full. Okay?
Yep.
I'd rather have, I'm just saying to you. So.
Well, listen, Arch, right? I know people are advising you of the opposite, but listen, your top row of Pateks, leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Leave them.
Yep.
100%.
And then you've got your bottom row of stainless steel sports.
Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
This guy's wheeling and dealing on the phone. Look at him.
It's just perfection. Perfection. Just leave it alone. And if you need to add something, get the Louis Vuitton watch roll and add another 3 down the track.
Well, actually, no. Add another 2 because I've got 9 already. Plus, I'd add 1. So you know what I mean. It gives you a little bit of room.
Yeah,
By the way, did we do a quick wristwatch check? What are we wearing?
Wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Milgauss. I always wear the Mil. Oh, you're wearing the Speedy.
Ed White.
Speedy. And what's the other thing? This other guy's got. He's got an IW. Is that an IWC? What is that?
I think so.
IWC. By the look of it. Ooh,
Yeah,
what's
wow.
that?
look at ABC's got his.
16710.
Look at that. The black.
Yep.
Oh, the Speedy looks amazing. Let me just say this to you guys. Seriously, the whole collecting thing. When you say, am I done, James? I don't looking for watches anymore.
Yeah. I'm done. I am done with mine up to the point of if I walk past a shop and there's something particularly nice at a nice price, then I'm not done.
I don't believe that, but it's okay.
No. He's still. If he sees something, he'll pick it up. He's not adverse to picking it up. Some super chats. Let's get this. Bob Lowblaw, $2. Why do you prefer the 1861 Arch? I like it. Okay, now that's a good question because realistically, the 3861 is a better watch. Okay, no doubt. Okay, I like the 1861 because it's in the Legends box. It was the first in that Legends box, and it's a model that I've owned a few times. I've always come back to it. So that's the model. I've had a 90s. I've had a couple 90s Speedmasters as well, but I think Perfection was in that big box.
Yep.
That was Perfection to me. So it's kind of the last final series before they went to the 3861 is I got to tell you, James, I thought the bracelet tapered down too small. Okay, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
but you know what? Completely wrong. Completely wrong. Yeah, it's perfect. No, because that is elegant. Let me tell you this. That's the criticism I've got of my one is that it's too fat.
Yeah.
No, James. It's only when I've gone away.
You need the flat link. The flat link is the way forward.
Yeah, look, I got to be honest with you. So well done. And we've got plus the
1861, as far as it goes with the Speedmaster purists, the 1861 has actually served some time in space, and the chances are the 3861 will never go up there, but the 1861 has been.
Let me just say this: X $5. Add an Oysterquartz full set. Look, I got to be totally honest with you. I like the Oysterquartz. They're a very special. They're an integrated bracelet. They were a 70s kind of thing. The only problem with them is that they're getting a bit old now. I think the youngest ones, they were sort of phased out by 2000. So the youngest of them is going to be at least 20 years old. The movements is the weakness. It's electronics. If that circuit fails, you've got to send it to Rolex. They may not service it forever. So the Oysterquartz itself, look, in all honesty, amazing watch. If you've got a few Rolexes and you really want one, sure, you've got to treat it sparingly because if it fails, you're limited to what you can do. So just be aware of that. You've got to treat it with a bit of respect. I don't particularly want one. Okay, in my collection, James, I've got to be honest with you, no desire at all I would rather have a day date than get a Oysterquartz, or I'd rather have a date just. I would rather have a mechanical date just than because I like mechanical watches. But hey,
at some point also that quartz movement will fail, right?
Yeah, that's always the problem. It's like buying a 40-year-old Aston Martin Lagonda. You know those Lagondas, the cigar-shaped car. You remember those?
Yes.
Oil chic. Yeah, ABC's got one. ABC's dad used to drive around in a Lagonda.
No, one of his associates did actually sat in one. It's nice, but it was a sports car manufacturer's attempt to make
a
an
luxury
executive
car.
saloon. Yeah.
Was it? What color was it?
Gold.
Oh, beautiful. What series?
Yeah,
They had,
nice.
I think, series 1, 2, and 3, I think.
The first one.
Okay, that's not my favorite, but okay. The last, I like the wire, the pepper pot wheels they had on the last series.
Ford Escorts used to have pepper pot wheels.
Yeah, they did.
You remember that?
Yeah. Back in the day, they were cool.
The
Here we go.
XR3.
Jimmy, $5. Keep these great shows going, big boy. Roman and Adrian, get on this show and pay your respects to the pontiff.
Oh yeah, me and Jimmy, because they did watches and whiskey for the first time in months, and me and I did a super chat, and they didn't even acknowledge the super chat. They don't acknowledge any of the super chat.
Who's that?
On Roman's show. I super chat. I said, I want to see you come
How
on
much
the
did you super
Pontiff's line.
chat?
$5. It wasn't that much.
$5? That's a fair. They didn't even acknowledge that.
Yeah, I know. They didn't acknowledge any of the super chats. None of them.
They get many?
Well, not bad for like their first live stream in months.
But if you give $100 to Roman's donation, they'll recognize that.
No, somebody
guys, they
donated
did not answer
$100.
super chats. They just
They didn't answer
answered
any of
questions.
them.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a different show. They just
Yeah. Pontiff, I have a
Cool.
question. Why didn't you sell 2 of the other Pateks to buy your beloved Chrono Patek?
Okay, why don't I do that?
Because you had 5, right, at one time?
No, I had 6 at one time,
6.
but no. Stop. Back the truck up, okay?
All right.
The problem is I'm in Australia, okay?
Right.
It's a very small, we got population 25 million. It's a very small country spread out over a massive area bigger than America, okay? The problem is, just very quickly, Perth Luxury $2, feeling for all our Victorian friends today. The problem is I'd end up wholesaling the 2 Pateks and paying bloody premium retail, not to mention I probably couldn't find a chronograph Patek in Australia for sale.
Oh.
So I'd have to get one from, say, probably Singapore or Hong Kong. And you know what? There's no airplanes at the moment. I'm not allowed to leave Australia.
Oh.
I would be hit by duty and GST, which would be duty is 5%, GST is 10%, and I would be paying the Singapore watch dealers, Hong Kong watch. There's no real bargains there, so I'd be wholesaling mine and paying premium. So I'd have to sell 3. 2 wouldn't be enough.
And not only that, Arch, it fikes up the feng shui of the box.
And the other thing is, okay, say I got rid of 2. Okay, which 2 then? So if I got rid of the 2 Calatravas, that wouldn't bring in enough money. It'd have to be the World Time and something else. And you know what? I'd be wholesaling it, desperately trying to get sales for that, which it's a strange market in Australia. They don't really understand it. And then I'd be paying premium, and I got to pay taxes again. These watches here are already in Australia, so they don't have a tax problem. If I import something, you've got to pay tax on the entry. Okay, even though they're secondhand goods in my country, the GST, when you used to have sales tax, there was no. Actually, even if you were importing things, you had to pay tax. Actually, sorry, I stand corrected. So it's just a lose-lose situation. Why would I do that? And then 2 of my Pateks I've had serviced. I've made sure they got the right spring bars. They've got all the right booklets. They got the right things. This chronograph I get, it may not have this. It may have this wrong. I got to spend more money to fix this and do this. And that's the reason. Is that if I was in a simple market where I could easily sell this and get a chronograph, you could consider it. But I'm not. I'm in Australia. That's the problem.
Makes sense.
It messes with the feng shui of the box. If you started
And you
doing
know
things
what?
like that.
James, you're never happy because then you say, you know what, wouldn't it be good? You got a chronograph. Then you say, wouldn't it be good if I had a platinum one?
Yeah.
Then you
It's
say,
never
wouldn't it be
ending.
good if this? It's
hedonistic treadmill.
You have got
Exactly.
the perfect top line for Pateks, top line of the box. Perfect. Leave them alone.
Just very quickly there, shout out to MJT. MJT's in the crowd there. Very quickly, I'll get this super chat. Anthony Wells, $5. Friend set up a meeting with his sales AD associate at an AD. So if offered a 2-tone GMT or sub, should I get one?
Which
Look,
one?
I got to tell you this, okay? Stop. Let's back the truck up. So the least desirable would be the Submariner with the black dial in 2-tone. Then it'd be the Root Beer. Then it'd be the Bluesy. The honest truth is, the problem with these are, the Bluesy is a great watch. It's expensive still. When you buy that brand new, it's still 20,000 over Australian. So what's that, 15? It's a lot. It depends how much money you have there. I mean, I kind of, when MJT said to me, what do you want? What do you want? He probably could have got me a 2-tone Bluesy, but it was such more money. if you're buying it retail, it is expensive. And I was pushed as it was to get the sub date. So I got to be honest with you. You don't really, unless you really want the two-tone, you want steel. Don't just buy things because it's offered. You've got to be a bit strategic.
Get the two-tone GMT, the root beer.
Yeah, the root.
100%.
Bobby, California, $5 Arch. What do you think of an argument that the ETA Black Bay is inexpensive to service? Is it really, in reality, much easier and inexpensive? I don't think there's much difference between the two, because if you had a Tudor, you don't really want parts changed with non-Tudor ETA parts. There is some slight differences. The reality is they're both pretty good movements. I don't think one is necessarily
I'd go for the
better or worse.
ETA. I'd go for the ETA on the basis that it's slimmer. It's a thinner case. Because the ETA movement, it's a thinner case on that, so it wears better.
Collectability is possible. It could become collectible.
And it's more attractive. Yeah, it's a more attractive dial with the smiley face.
The only thing is, I must say, when you buy the in-house one, in-house movement, snobbery, it's got I love the faux rivet bracelet. The ETA one doesn't have the faux rivets.
Arch, I thought you hated Tudor because you lost money.
Look, I lost money, but I'm just saying, there were certain things I liked about it. I think it depends what you want. Some people, they buy Tudor, their first watch, they want to buy a new one. Bear Clooney, please upvote.
We've got 350 people watching. Make sure to like, subscribe,
fantastic.
Tell your friends.
And we've got Rolex, $10. Great crew today. Cheers.
And JT says always in the crowd. And Lola. Hey, Rolex, I'm going to drop the link. Drop the link. We need a little Rolex.
It's all fixed up.
Stefano, I love you, man. But if Rolex comes on, I got to trim the herd. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
I don't want to crowd the screen.
And we've also got that's amazing. Rolex, man. I miss him. You know that I really do miss the guy.
You miss the Porsche talk. The Porsche talk, right?
He was a coolish young guy.
But Arch, the Porsche is bad for the super chats. It's ratings poison. The people hate cars.
It's good for the soul, Marco. It's good for Archie's soul.
You know, Arch, I've also been saying, if we could go back to the Patek, right? Upgrading the Patek, because I've been a big proponent of that. And I've been saying this, thinking about it, reflecting, Arch, and it's not how you start, right? And watch how you end up and the journey you take along the way. And I think about it, you'd be getting rid of the World Time, which you've always, you always dreamed of owning that watch. And when you finally owned it, it was such a crowning achievement. The 5035, right? You sold that off for personal reasons, got it back. So it's got such a sentimental touch to that watch. I don't know if I would be getting rid of it for a chronograph, Arch, because that chronograph won't have that same attachment to it. You know what I mean?
You know what? I never used to think that was important, right? And I've really sold everything. When I married the Japanese wife, that's my current wife, I had a Cartier tank basculant in steel, mechanical. Sold. Everything I had is sold. And the annual calendar, that's the one I got for my 40th. Thank God I got it back. That's probably, out of all the watches I've owned, I'm not talking value-wise, I'm not talking investments, I'm talking which one did I really miss, which one do I wish I could have back? It's that Patek annual calendar. So, Tim and James, that annual calendar's got a bit of history, bit of a story.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at this. I sold it. My wife had a car accident. I felt really bad for her. I said, look, let's get you a gift. Because I've been very when I say selfish, it's not really true. I was building the channel. The way you build a channel is you buy a lot of luxury goods, okay?
Yeah.
To build a luxury channel.
Content. You need content.
And what I decided was sell it, and I bought a piano for her. And guess what? The ad for the 5035 is a guy teaching his kid the piano. It's a photo of his ass. It's no photo of the watch, just a guy. All you see is his ass on a piano stool. He's sitting there. He's wearing pants, of course. But if you understand, it's just such a cool type of ad. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing. It's a very special type of product to have. That's the whole thing about that particular Patek. And I got to be totally honest with you. I really do think you got to create some memories. I tell you the other watches. What watches have memories for me? Let me tell you this. The World Time I always wanted. The annual calendar, that's got the fantastic story. The 5127, well, that's really just in remembrance of the 5107. So that's kind of, it's kind of, I see that as very similar, okay? I love that watch.
It's the Patek man's Patek, right? It's the Patek man's Patek.
The 5107 I got, which the 5127 is basically the same.
Right. It's only the slope of the bezel, right? That's different.
Yeah, the bezel. It's more rounded on the 5127. That was the first watch that I said, you know what, forget value, forget having to buy something cheap. That was one I bought because I liked it. I had a small inheritance, and it was actually crazy. I ended up selling everything else off and putting that in because I felt guilty buying such an expensive watch.
It wasn't your first Patek, was it?
No, it was about...
The 5107 was?
No, I had a 39... 19.
Oh yes, it's true. That's the one with that the bezel, right? The
bezel.
Yeah. I remember those old videos.
And when I was in Thailand, I had a quartz Calatrava and I had a vintage Calatrava, both quartz. So
you know who has quartz Patek too is John Reardon, right? He's got that quartz Aquanaut. Remember in the interview, he was wearing the quartz Aquanaut? That's funny.
But I got to tell you, in all honesty, the Submariner's got a great story to it. That's the MJT got that for me. Because I was so desperate to get a Rolex.
Right.
And to get a date sub, that is just so perfect. Explorer 2, that's a nice piece. I think all of them, look, the Reverso's got a great... Some have stories, some don't. You know what, James?
Yep.
That's why now, with the box, I'm kind of saying, you know what? The watches I've got, they may not be the best investments. They may not be the most desired Pateks, the most desired this or that, but I didn't buy it for investment potential. I bought them because I wanted them. I mean...
But Arch, it's like I keep telling you this. People have criticised me, right? Because I'm quite heavy on the Rolex compared to Omega, and I've got this thing down where people think of me as an Omega guy, and I know this is part of Omega, but I don't need to own every damn Omega to be an Omega guy. I've got the Ed White, which in my opinion is the Omega of Omegas. I don't need to own.
Yes.
I don't need to own 10 of the damn things to prove that I'm an Omega guy.
Right.
And you're the same. You don't have to own every one of these watches.
I'm a massive car guy. I love my favorite cars are more classic. By the way, James, I went for a fan took me for a drive in a Ferrari.
I saw the video. Yeah, I saw that.
Just very quickly, Kurt Antononian, $5. I hear a broke friend of ours in Dallas has some platinum Daytonas you could get off him, Arch. Thank you. Thank you. Bear Clooney watches $5. Rolex going for meeting tonight. He will be on the show this week. If we could only get Jeff to super chat. Tim, I got the script. We'll be done. There we go.
Very nice. And look at this.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Cars and Chrono, $99. Just watched my collection review. Not sure how I missed it. Thanks for saying I'm a guy who doesn't think his shit don't stink. Roll on the floor laughing. Appreciate the review, Pontiff. There we go.
Nice.
How's that?
Arch, I'm so honored. He's actually adding one of the watches that well, he was thinking about adding it anyways, but I gave him kind of the push to actually add it to the collection, which is pretty cool.
What watch was that?
It's the Reshep Chronomet Contemporary. It's a independent. It's an indie. I can pull it up.
Yeah,
I don't know
up.
which one he's
Pull it up.
getting.
James, I want to say this to you, James. You know what? I'm a car guy. I love cars. I like classic European. That's my genre, okay? But you know what? You know what, James?
You don't have to own them.
I don't have to own them. You know this? I don't have to have a British or a German or a French or Italian car. And you know what? my Honda Civic, let me just tell you this, James. It's just done 202,000 kilometers. And the mechanic said that's probably half-life. Half-life!
Yeah.
That's what he
Damn.
said.
We got one more.
I
super
said, Perf Luxury, $2. What shall Arch drink today? Sponsored
The
by
cheap stuff
Perf
with
Lux.
Mm.
Sorry, Perth, but it's got to be the cheap stuff. Crown Royal.
What you
Arch,
spruiking here?
Let me say
Arch,
this to you.
You're talking about cars, right? Guess
Arch,
what?
sorry.
What we're looking at buying now, I'm looking at
What's
getting rid of the Hilux. I've got a Hilux and it's coming to 3 years old, so I'm going to get rid of it. And looking at getting a VW camper. So one of the new ones with the custom all the custom kitted out in the back.
Let me say this to you. You know the
family
Hilux?
day tripper.
You know the Hilux? You keep it. Okay, you're not going to get huge. Actually, you will because it's a Toyota.
Yeah,
Keep it.
it's
You know what?
It's a lot
You
of
know
money.
what? You know what? Keep the Hilux. The Volkswagen. Can I just tell you this? With its DSG gearbox and its turbo high pressure engine, you know what? I would sparingly use that vehicle.
Oh no, it's one of these campers,
No.
with the awning over the side.
I know exactly.
And the
No,
roof
but what I'm
that
saying
pops
to you
up.
is, you don't understand. They're shit. Okay, they're plastic and they're garbage.
Diesel won't be turbo injected, so that won't have that problem.
Let me just say this to you. You keep that car in a shed, right, in a garage, so somewhere safe. You use it sparingly. You put Ks on the Hilux. The Hilux will do 500,000 miles.
The Hilux has been a fantastic truck.
You do not sell the Hilux. You keep the Hilux and you keep the VW. This is how I'd get a BMW. I love BMW and Mercedes. You know how I do it? I keep the Honda, or I'd get a Corolla for actual driving. And when I want to go out wearing my Patek and my nice clothes from Herman's Sews, I would drive the Mercedes.
No, Arch, that's like having a discount diver to protect your Submariner. It's the same
German
principle.
cars are bad. These German cars, they're plastic. They're garbage. I'm telling you. Please, Cars and Chrono. Rex Hippie is clean as fike. Thank you very much there.
I like that.
Arch, that's like wearing a Tudor black base. You don't have to wear your Submariner.
I understand, but the cars can be very, very... You need something to drive when it's not broken. Look, all I'm saying to you is, man, keep the Lux and get the camper.
Why not get a Touareg or whatever it is now?
I don't know how
garbage.
I don't know how much money you
know
guys
what
think I
I said
have.
to my mechanic? You know what I said to my mechanic? What would happen, just very quickly, Perf Luxury $2. Clarkson and May say Hilux is indestructible.
Yeah,
Well, that's
it
the old ones. Okay, let's just clarify this. Let me just say this to you, James. I said to my mechanic, what would have happened instead of having a Honda Civic, I had a Volkswagen Golf. Okay? Ha! He starts laughing. He said, Paul, at about 100 to 120,000, the DSG gearbox would have shit itself. And you would have probably gotten rid of it because it would have been about 7 to 10,000 to replace. That's what he said to me.
I think what we've bought into, is the whole life of, you drive to the coast, you pop the awning, you got the kids, the wife.
Did you see? I sent you a video, James. The BMW recycling center.
Let me check.
It was in
What
the
about
WhatsApp.
James?
The
What about
BMW. They had these cars they were crushing and destroying. They had a Mini. They busted all the airbags. You know the funny thing is, James. They looked absolutely perfect, and they were destroying them. I'm telling you, James. Here we go. Kurt Antonio, $5. You don't know garbage until you buy a Tesla.
Arch, can I just say, I want to amend Cars and Chrono's review and say he has to add one of these also. It's a Romain Gauthier Logical
How much are
one.
they? How much are they?
Oh, it's
What is it?
This is expensive stuff. You see that mechanism on the left? It's a chain and fusee, Arch. It's a chain and fusee.
Oh my God, that's like
And how you wind it is the side. You see that side pusher? That's how you wind it. You press on that, so you don't actually wind it with the crown, and that's all hand engraved. And the finishing on this Arch, I'm pretty sure it's like
It's like a clock. It's like a
correct.
clock.
This is amazing. This is high level. The other one that I recommended was the Recep Arch. You'll appreciate this. He started working at Patek at 14 or 15 years old, and then he went on to work for Journe, and then he started his own brand. And this is his main. He has a main line called Acrivia, but he does this, which is under his own name, Arch. The finishing on this is spectacular. Let me get a picture. Look at that. Shoo! Isn't this incredible?
Yeah.
Impressive, yeah.
It's amazing.
It's Rex Hippie. Yeah, Rex Hippie. I love it.
That's amazing. Here we go. Bear Clooney watches $2. AC3. What brand is Rex Hippie? Laughed my ass off. Claude C, $5. My first car was a 69 VW Beetle, top speed 80 kilometers an hour, foot flat on the floor. Vroom, vroom. Air cooled, probably a 1300 or 1100, probably 1100. But look, you know what? They were good cars when they were 1969. They were very simple. The problem is they've gone everything a box of bolts and plastic and bits. Did you know, James, in the BMWs, they use a plastic insert to put the ignition coils are plastic in a BMW. Did you know that, James?
I didn't. No, I knew about the plastic water pump.
Why would you use plastic around the engine to put the spark? That's going to get crack and brittle and break when it's 10 years old. How much
most
life
cars
do you reckon?
Most cars here are diesel, so they're not going to have spark plugs.
Glow plugs. You got glow plugs, don't you?
Yeah, you got glow plugs.
Yeah. Tell me this. You guys are outlawing diesels, I hear. Europe is outlawing diesels. They're very dirty.
Yeah.
Apparently so, but it amazes me because the diesels are so clean now, so it amazes me.
It's as clean as clean coal.
In some German cities, you're only allowed, you can't drive them in on a weekdays. They've got certain days you can take a diesel in or not. That's killed the whole market.
You know why it is? It's because the snowflakes are in charge.
Yeah,
I tend to agree. Totally agree.
The snowflakes make the decisions.
Perf Luxury $2. Cars and Chrono needs more Lange safe money.
That ain't safe money. Sorry to say.
Do you know what gets me right?
I'd rather get Lange.
Arch, let me.
By the way, we're going to have
let's not
that
go
cheap drink.
By the way, Arch, let me ask you, because
what?
is on the Lange bandwagon now. He thinks Lange is better than Patek. I'd love to get your take on this. Honestly speaking, I don't really love German watchmen unless you're getting the super high end, because they mask everything with the 3/4 plate Arch. You don't even see anything. Like, I don't care how well finished it is underneath, but if I can't see it,
it's pretty well finished though, Marco.
I
but
get
on the
that,
topic of burning fossil fuels, you know what? These snowflakes that drive gasoline really get on my nerves. Let's go back to coal. That's for real, men.
Tim,
that's how they do it.
Do you know what really, really pisses me off with these guys, right? Is if somebody wants to be green and if somebody wants to spruik all this, fine, that's their right. But don't come to me with driving a vehicle.
That's not how it works.
I expect somebody.
I mean, tell that to the people who drive horse and buggies that
but
they want to use the highway, right? It's either everyone or no one. I mean, it's
let me say this.
This is beautiful. This is beautifully put, Arch. Look at this.
Cars and Chrono, Lange is ice cold engineering. Patek is more emotive.
Isn't that such a beautifully put?
The dials are too empty, Lange. Don't you think?
I actually love Lange, right? The thing is, it won't ever be Patek. It's a Phoenix brand. It doesn't have. I think honestly, Lange is amazing on the secondary market, but I think Patek has more. Patek is Patek, okay? Yes, Patek is a bit small. It's a bit dainty. See, Lange, they never went through that stupid, really small phase because they weren't in business then. See, that's exactly, and they never had quartz prices.
You know, Patek without Tiffany & Co. would have went out of business, right? That's why they ended up surviving, is really because of the American market. They stayed afloat in part because of Tiffany. Tiffany really helped them out. Yeah.
Just going back.
You guys have to research that. It's actually great. The watch box we're just talking about.
James want to talk to me about.
No, because I've got this thing right. This really pisses me off with government. If the government want to spruik all this green shit, right? Why aren't they all stood there in Parliament or in the White House, whatever, stood dressed like
No, they
Tarzan?
don't want to do it.
They should have no clothes on.
No,
they should be completely green.
If government wants to do it, they would have done it already. They don't want to do it. That's the whole point. Look at United States. They're not doing it.
Anthony Napolitano, $2. Archie, do you know about Bruce and Friendly Geordies? Yeah, their channel. They're the Friendly Geordies. He actually has been charged. He's going to court. He's the guy, the Australian YouTuber, who followed I think it's the treasurer around, the New South Wales treasurer, and got arrested. So it's actually quite an interesting case. Yes, I do. I do know about that, and I think it's a bit. I tell you what, they were very nasty to him. Paul Silesius, $5. 3/4 plates suck. Schwarzwald aesthetics, not my thing. I got to tell you this. Seriously.
I think that's a bigger fail.
If you want to be
than
environmentally friendly,
gentlemen.
let me tell you this. You know what you do? You'd make a car. The 7 Series BMW or the Mini. It'd last 200,000. Then you rip the motor out. You put a new motor in. And off you go for another 200,000 kilometers. They've got inbuilt obsolescence. They crash the whole car. They should make these things to last huge mileage, but they don't. You know why? They want to crush them. They want to sell you a new one. If they were really keen at the best thing you can do for the environment, instead of replacing your car every 3 to 5 years, keep it for 10 years. 15
You know what's
years.
even better? Arch, I actually got an idea. See, all these snowflakes, these green snowflakes, what they're not realizing that who cares if we get like massive global warming and the whole thing with the environment? So what? Who cares? We'll just make another Earth. Nobody thought of that. Fuck this one. It's already messed up. Let's just make another one. It's easy. Nobody's talking about making second Earth. It just makes no sense, Arch.
The edibles are kicking in, guys. They're kicking in.
Jeff, have you not seen that movie?
How come nobody's talking about just making second Earth?
You know that robot? That's what they did in that movie. With the robot.
Wall-E?
Wall-E, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There we go, Jeff.
Genius
$5.
idea.
Is Lange really a Phoenix? They were part of GUB, right? It's not like Blank Pain that was totally out of business and was just a bought name, or no?
They're part of Douchemont.
Right, but they were totally defunct, right? But that's only, there's an argument that it's because they were on the wrong side of the wall or what have you.
That's correct, yes. East Germany, West Germany, yeah.
Right, exactly. So, but they totally went away. They were not operational for a number of years.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
so
why
they're
they didn't
technically
have any...
a Phoenix brand, like Blank Pen is. Blank Pen, same idea. Like apparently they never stopped making watches, but they, I don't know. It's a weird.
Yeah,
it's very strange.
Perf Luxury, $2. Let's get Jonathan, Mr. Lange, on the show to debate. There we go. Perf Luxury. Toyota Mo, $5. Tim, stop with the hippie tree hugger stuff. Also, Arch, I can never do Lange because I heard maintenance was 9,000.
I agree with Toyota Mo. We should go back to coal. Let's just coal-powered cars. Let's just bring it. Let's just, it's such... Man, gasoline is for bitches. Let's be honest.
Tim.
It's so unmanly. You don't have that. Have you seen like old movies? Where the guy puts a couple of shovels of coal in there and just fires it up. I do see. There's people who modify their cars to make it like burn black smoke. That looks really cool.
Right.
Tim, here's something that's going to blow your mind, right? And we need Doc on the conversation for this.
Yes.
Right. There is a theory, and if you look it up, you can actually find this theory online. That the theory is we are all living in a simulation.
Dude,
right? So
I told you.
It's like the Matrix. We're living in the Matrix.
I think ever since Archie got the LV box, this has been a dream. Archie never woke up. We're just figments of his imagination.
But even Elon Musk is actually investing money into research into this.
Doc's here.
Doc BBC, $2, 27% world greenhouse gas from China versus 11% from USA.
Arch, can I just mention something? By the way, there was a U.S. senator, a Republican. Okay, her name was Kelly Loeffler. She got caught for quote unquote insider trading. She sold all of her airline stock before we found out, the world found out about COVID, right? But let me just say this: Nancy Pelosi did the same shit before they passed an energy bill, okay, that would highly restrict fuel-powered cars. She bought a bunch of Tesla stock, and nobody said nothing. So that's a fucking double standard, Tim. And I'm sorry to say,
which one was that? Which one was that? Which one was that?
Search it up. I swear. Here, I can find you the article. It's a double standard.
No. Which bill? When did it pass?
That's what do you mean? When did it pass?
Well, which bill are you talking about?
This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna look it up here. Nancy Pelosi.
Here we go. Paul Salesius, $5. Tim, military uses water for engine. Snowflakes fly private jets.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got to tell you, this gets back to the watch talk. James.
Yes.
You know, with my collection, do you think I'm done? What do you think? Just as an outsider, what do you think?
To your situation?
Yeah.
I think Archie, you're in perfect shape. You stick exactly as you are, and then you can add pieces as you go. You can get the LV watch roll and add pieces to it.
Arch, look at the headlines. Oh, come on, man, really? The headlines, okay? The headline is fact check Paul Pelosi, which is her husband, right? Bought Tesla investment, predated Joe Biden order, but it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do, Arch.
But it's not Pelosi. It's his husband. There's actually, dude.
Who do you think runs her hedge fund?
You don't want.
Who do you think runs the hedge fund?
Ooh, the fire has been lit.
Do you want the bill?
The pin is out the grenade and it's been thrown.
Do you want the bill that would ban the buying and selling of stocks by congressmen?
Tim, they didn't become worth $220 million.
Marco, answer this question. Should Congress people be able to buy and sell stocks?
Let me just say that.
Should Congress people be able to buy and sell stocks?
Yes, but when they get caught for insider trading.
So what are you complaining? Here you bring up an example when the husband of a congressperson bought and said, I'm saying, and you don't want it. You're okay with this, but you're okay with this. I just asked you, do you want the Congress people to be able to buy and sell stocks, and you said yes, I do. So you're okay with what she's doing. But they can't perform
insider trading like that, Tim. That's against the law.
It is.
We got some super chats piling up.
You're not against it.
Of course, I'm against it. But
no, you're not. You just said you're not.
You shouldn't restrict people from buying.
Could I send a pic
That's un-American.
Congress people? You should restrict Congress people because then they will be doing stuff that's in their interest.
Hang on, guys, just 1 minute. Jay, £5. Marco, could I send a pic to your email of my pair of blue and my blue pair and get your thoughts?
Yeah, 100%. WatchCardinal99@gmail.com. I'll pull it up.
Okay, next one. Perf Luxury, $2. Shut down Pelosi ice cream parlor.
She got the Ben & Jerry's in the freezer.
I don't understand why you brought it up if you're okay with it.
I got a Ben & Jerry's, but
sense.
it's got no milk. It's got no milk in it. What the hell is a no milk, no dairy Ben & Jerry's? What the hell is that?
It's one of those. There's people who are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, lactose intolerant.
Those hippies that don't eat milk. Yeah, also vegans. They don't eat milk, but they still want something. Yeah, it's the vegans, man.
Yellow raincoat.
You know how.
Super chat.
Snowflakes.
Yellow raincoat. Just hang on one tick there.
Okay.
Okay, what the hell?
Oh wait, can you copy paste? I
don't understand why you brought up the article if you're okay with this kind of trading.
Can you copy paste that reference number in the private chat? Because I can't pull it up.
Oh, it's an Omega. Sure. Are you sure that's a real? That could just be a joke, though, Mark.
Yellow raincoat, $5.46. Arch is the deep brown, the best Omega.
Hold on. I'm bringing it up.
Oh, you're gonna bring it up for me?
It's a planet, right? I've just put it in the chat, in the private chat. It's a two-tone Planet Ocean dog turd. Horrible.
Oh no, these are nice, Arch. I like these. He showed me this the other day, actually.
$12,000.
Yeah, but don't buy it for that much.
It's insanity. Yeah, even if you get 20% off, it's still ridiculous.
Bring her up very quickly there. We had another super chat there.
What do you think, Arch? I like this. I think this is nice.
Dude, this is
I
very
gotta be
similar to what JJ had.
I got to be totally honest with you, right? I want to hate
Dive
it.
watch on leather.
I want to hate it. I want to hate it. But I love
And it's
the rose
brown
gold.
ceramic. It's brown ceramic.
It's like
too.
lizard. Look at the.
It looks
the
great.
strap. It's
Pricing
ceramic.
though, that's the problem.
Yeah.
The
Right. Don't
No,
buy it
you
for
don't buy it
pre-owned.
new. You don't buy it new. You buy it on the
Yeah, but-
pre-owned.
It doesn't know what it wants to be. It's a dive watch made of ceramic, 2-tone on a leather strap.
You know what? It's a modern Tesla driver's dress watch. It's a Tesla driver's dress watch. That's what it
It's
is.
a disaster.
I love this. Is beautiful.
Jeff, $5. Enough politics. What religion is everybody?
I'm actually Orthodox atheist.
Yes.
A devout
Gentlemen-
agnostic.
Gentlemen, slime piece, $5. Marco is based US.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. What's this guy? He's on the U.S. Supreme Court. That judge. I forget his name. Joe something. If I'm not mistaken, right?
I
think he was
died. I think.
No, he didn't. No.
Wait,
he's
oh, you're right. That was Scalia.
Yeah. He's still. Yeah.
Roberts.
Roberts. Yes. Justice.
He's
Roberts,
a Republican.
the-
He's like a
Is it
Republican
Joe?
judge.
It's not Joe. Yeah.
He's
Definitely.
very
Woody
conservative.
Jag,
I mean,
£5. Shut down. Shut up about American bloody politics. I'm here for the watch chat, guys. Please.
you.
Clarence. Yes.
Sorry.
Clarence Thomas. Thank you.
We-
I thought it
we
was
woke
Joe.
people up.
I wanted to ask James. James hasn't been on here for so long. James, by the way, I just wanted to fill you in on something. I had to talk to MJT the other day.
Yeah.
It seems unlikely he's going to try, but circumstances have changed. He's had some business changes. That's the reason. I probably won't get the Pepsi. Okay, I'm just telling you. I'll be honest with you. I was a betting man. I'd say 80% chance I won't get it. But you know what, James? I got the Explorer too. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, first of all, I hope everything goes well for MJT and whatever problems
Yes.
there is are
No,
okay.
he's just moved out of a business. He's
Oh,
He was
okay.
working overseas. He's now back in Oz. He's staying in Oz.
All
He's
right, yeah,
retired.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
done very well.
Yeah,
Let's not-
Yeah.
I don't know if
In that
anybody
case,
remember that email.
Arch, if you were to have the GMT, it'll come your way. If it doesn't come, who cares?
Doesn't
You've
come.
got
You got the
Yeah, you've got-
Pepsi. I got the Explorer 2.
Explorer 2.
So what do you think then as a collection? Am I done? Is that it? What do you think?
You're
really?
done.
Looking
You're
at
done.
it.
You're done. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The only thing I would say is I would actually keep your Z Blue for more special occasions, and I'd wear your sub as a daily.
Okay.
Because you've got the center polish
Yeah.
links as a daily watch. So
Yeah.
I would actually switch it, and I'd wear your Submariner more.
Can I tell you the only thing I've been
that's just
thinking
me.
about
That's just
adding
me.
lately? Can I tell you?
I have a feeling it's a Cartier.
No.
Oh.
A Breguet Type 20 again.
Ooh.
Am I nuts or what is that? What is that?
It's beautiful. I think as nice Zenith
don't
might go
know.
well with the collection.
Zenith. Yeah, I don't think Zenith's got enough bang for my buck. You know what? I love Zenith. I owned a Zenith, but I'm thinking more Breguet Type 20.
Breguet's beautiful.
Yeah, I've had a few of them.
The only thing I've got against Breguet is I think it's quite expensive for something that's part swatch.
I buy it
That's my only criticism.
pre-owned. I'd never buy it
Yeah.
new. I don't know.
It's a beautiful
Don't
watch.
know. Marco, tell me this.
I think you need to slow down. You don't need it. You don't need any of that. I think you just need to
No.
just enjoy what you
Slow
got. You feel full. You know what I mean? You feel full.
full.
Or you're supposed to be full. You're supposed to.
Are
feel
you saying, Marco? Are you saying that a law that would prevent Congress people and family members of Congress people from trading stocks would not prevent them from doing exactly what you're saying that they're doing? It doesn't make sense. You're complaining that they're doing this thing, and I'm saying, yeah, we should ban this. They should not be allowed to do
Well,
it. You're
no,
saying,
they
no,
could-
we shouldn't. So why are you bringing it up? It just makes no sense.
Well, they should be allowed to invest in stocks, Tim. You can't stop people from.
Yes, you can.
investing.
You pass a law. You can do anything. You pass a law. You ban them
Tim,
from doing it.
Tim, come on. You can't start. What are you going to start telling?
So why are you complaining about that they're doing it? It just makes no sense. How can you complain about something and then say, "Oh, I don't want to do anything about
because
it"?
insider trading is wrong. There's a way to hedge against it, which is
You know
not
who
give
the-
somebody. A
It's
slap on the
illegal.
wrist.
Insider trading is illegal.
You know who the biggest insider
But this is
trader
not
was?
insider
Was Joe
trading
Kennedy.
because
It was Joe Kennedy. The Kennedy.
Arch, they
clan.
all do insider trading. Come on, they're not fooling me.
He
but
wrote the book
insider
on it.
trading
Joe-
is illegal.
Right.
But
Joe-
Congress people can. It doesn't count as insider trading for Congress.
Guys, they don't like the politics. You
Arch, Nancy,
I'm not
Nancy
getting the
Pelosi.
super chats.
Arch,
I-
Nancy
Mark
Pelosi
keeps talking
for
about it.
$220 million on a
I
$200,000
don't even-
salary. You explained that one to me, Arch.
Yeah, but I don't even.
Like, it's because her hedge fund is so her husband's hedge fund is so successful.
Look,
Let's be honest, they
look.
grease her up through her husband's hedge fund.
Here we
It's
go.
so obvious. Come on.
Kelvin Chung, $2.79, 20,000 US for a BLNR. Go for it or back the truck up.
Do it. It's the best watch Rolex makes, in my opinion.
Oh, that's expensive, but that's the price, really, isn't it?
Right.
Is that the
That's
price?
market price. It's market price.
Yep.
If you're in the market for it, 100%.
If you want it, Bardsley, he was on the show yesterday, $5. Arch, thanks for letting me on the chat last night. Just building back my collection. Tudor Black Bay 58 or an Omega Seamaster 300. Tough. You know what?
Omega Seamaster.
Omega.
Seamaster. Yeah, 100%.
Not Tudor.
Yeah.
It's not even a competition.
Listen,
My-
take it from me.
I'd take Breitling over Tudor, actually.
I'd rather have hemorrhoids than the Tudor Black Bay 58.
You had a
Go
hard
for
time selling
Seamaster.
that one, right?
Oh, honestly, you can get rid of bloody herpes easier.
You got rid of it, didn't you, in the end?
Which one?
Yeah,
would you
yeah,
get,
yeah,
James?
You
Did
got
the
your money
Polar
back, didn't
Seamaster?
you?
I'd get the Omega Seamaster and I'd go for the white dial, black bezel, the
The
grey
Polar.
white. Yeah, it's
Or Great
beautiful.
White. I
Beautiful.
call it,
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's beautiful.
That's the best one, 100%.
Perf Luxury, $2. Thomas Kavanagh Grouch equals good. Scalia is God. I don't even know what this is. Do you know
They're
what any of that
Supreme
is?
Court. They're Supreme Court lawyers. They're all conservative. Yeah, they're all conservative.
Okay.
But Scalia passed away.
Guys, I got to tell you this.
Couple more super chats.
GB, $2. Tim, the only thing that fixes government is term limits.
Right.
You know, not a lot of people do insider trading because they're afraid of the
They follow
jail
the law.
sentence.
Right. they
So
follow
you
the
put a
law.
law. Just like, do you think there should be no laws for murder because people are still murdering each other, Mark?
Well, no, that's
Mind you.
different, Tim.
It's not
Mind you.
different. If there is a law, people will. And you know what? If Congress people are not allowed to ban, they're not going to do it.
We got
They will
more
be
Mind
super
caught.
you,
chats.
does the death penalty reduce the murder rate? It
Right.
doesn't.
It does.
Doesn't do anything.
Yes, of course it does. The
It
murder.
doesn't.
If you could,
doesn't.
if murdering was not illegal, people would murder each other all the time. What are you talking about?
No, but
I would be
murdering's-
murdered by now.
We're talking about if the death penalty.
Tim wants
for
to
murder-
live in the
Yeah.
verge.
Okay.
A lot of
Here you
people
go.
here.
Toyota Mo,
It's
$2.
not illegal
Tim,
to
let
kill
it go,
Tim.
bud.
Let's do
Let
it.
it go,
By his
bud.
own
Let
wife.
it go.
By his own
What are you
wife.
talking about?
Paul Silesius, $5. Tim, instead restrict people, punish those who break the law. Congress people and their families should not gain from classified information.
Well, exactly. They should be restricted from selling and buying stocks. They should not be able to do it. I think it should
They
be
should be
against.
allowed to trade
No.
stocks.
Well, that's
or
where we're different. I think they should
securities.
not be allowed. Period.
But they can't. You have to punish people who give insider information like that because let's be honest,
It's not
it's
even
been going
insider
on for
information. They are the insiders.
Guys,
exactly.
I think
they're
realistically,
providing
you
the
know what?
insider information.
Guys, relax, man. You know what?
Look at all these super chats.
Anthony Napolitano, $2. If Tim keeps this faking up, I'm throwing my tablet. Then calm down. I wanted to talk to ABC. ABC, are you there, man?
I am, yep.
ABC, just very
Just
quickly.
enjoying.
Perf Luxury, $2. Marco and JJ are here. Hair to Scalia. Common sense. Thank you. ABC, you were saying to me you wanted to sell your Explorer 2. Have you woken the fike up and realized you love it? Tell me.
But yeah, I'm actually keeping that for my son. I think it'd be a better fit for him.
What, you don't wear it? How old's your son?
He's a bit young for it. He's about 17, but he's kind of tall, strapping lad.
Yeah. But, I mean, don't you think... So, what, you don't want to keep it for
I
yourself?
love
Don't
my
you love it?
GMT. I love my GMT.
So, Mike Hammer, $10. Finance reporters are not allowed to buy or sell stocks that they report on. There should be restraints put on Congress buying and sell. Look,
Yeah, there you
this
go.
is the whole thing about the world. You
Later.
know what? money is. Who'd you say? That's your girlfriend. You should go and give her a kiss and say, "Hey, sweetie, come here. Come here, honey."
So I'll tell you what, guys. If there was like no murder laws, or if there's like there's a big purge or something, Tim's wife would be straight in there with a pickaxe.
He's a lucky man. You know that Tim's a lucky
Yeah.
man.
I love how he just goes, "Yeah, see ya. Just get out the room."
Yeah, but what's the solution? What are we going to make them only buy mutual funds? Like, you can't restrict somebody from buying securities, guys.
Yes, you can. Just like you can restrict people from driving on the left side
You
of the
can't
street.
make these guys keep their money in cash. That's so restrictive and
Of course you
anti-American. That's
Look,
so
hang on.
anti-freedom.
Hang on, guys.
What freedom? What are you talking about? These people are doing what is in their best interest. Why
Guys,
would they?
That's a more super chat.
Just 1 minute.
Look at
Doc
Nancy
BBC.
Pelosi and her trades. She doesn't care. She's making
Doc-
millions doing this.
BBC $2. Give up debate. Tim wins cause he's loudest and high. Look, here we go.
More.
Brian BK.
Oh,
Brian,
okay.
$5, guys. As an insider trader, they just need to increase blackout periods for transacting stock. Allow government officials to trade 1 week per 6 months.
Actually, that's probably a good idea. Or 1 week every 3 months.
Yeah.
roughly,
We got to
something like
compromise
that.
on
One
our
time per quarter. 1 time per quarter would probably be better.
Here we go.
That's
All
actually-
right.
Yeah,
guys,
once
hey,
every
stop,
3 months.
We got to
stop,
compromise.
Stop,
Actually, I
guys.
agree with
Bursa.
that. I would
3
tend to
months
agree
in
with that.
advance. 3 months in advance.
Marco,
they
I'll take it.
announce that they're selling.
Okay, here we go. Burst at $2. How many times did you vote for Joe Biden? Tim, how many
Once.
times?
He mailed
How
it
many
in.
I
He
could.
went in person. He mailed it in another state, and he mailed it in
Yeah,
all
it's not
50
that easy.
states.
Let me
Yeah,
say
I
this
would-
to
I
you
would.
guys. Here we go. Paul Silicios, $10. Martha Stewart did the jail time. No justice in our country, which is sad reality. Let's go back to watches. I need to upgrade my Rolex game. Finally got a call.
He got the
To
call
get
from the AD. I don't know. I told him not to tell me because
Yep.
I want to reveal it. I want it to be a
Okay.
surprise, you know? Otherwise,
Yeah,
it takes away from the punch, you know? You want the punch.
What
I
did
gotta
you put
tell you,
you don't know what he
serious-
put his name down for, dude.
Seriously, I want to say this, ABC man. You got a Explorer 2 and you got the Pepsi. Sorry, and you got the black GMT.
I've got all 3 wigs.
What else are you getting? What else? Is there anything else you want to get?
60,
Or
I want to get a pre-ceramic sub. So now, here's the thing. I'm thinking, should I go for the... I quite like the idea of the hollow end link because there's a charm to it.
yeah.
It was when Rolex wasn't such a watch for tools, and I think it might actually be a comfortable fit. It'll wrap around the wrist nicely.
Yes.
ABC, you've got the 16710 GMT, haven't you?
Yeah,
That's what you need.
I've got all 3 wigs.
Have you? Oh, so you've got the
Coke
and black. Beautiful.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. I got to tell you there, ABC
You
man.
got one more super chat?
Super chat, Perth Luxury, $2. Art, should we get Goanna out again or too risky? Too risky. That's the Kerry Packer interviews. Yeah, I got to tell you seriously, you know what, guys? As much as you guys love money, having too much, I think, could be the worst thing to happen to you. You don't wish too hard; it might come true. I've actually had.
It's a pretty good problem to have, I think.
No, but I've had kids, like Russians and that there, who've asked me for reviews. They just buy everything they want.
Mm.
And I got to tell you, they got no spark in life like Marco. No desperate spark.
They would never be able to appreciate the Bruce Wayne.
They just, you know, that's kind of, it's like, you got to understand, if you have everything given to you, do you even want it?
Oh, Arch, I actually got a question for you. Do you think
Sure,
it's
Tim.
the watch that we so appreciate, or the journey to get that watch eventually?
The journey.
I think it's both. I really do think it's both, but it's not just one or the other. It's the whole struggle, the whole journey, and then there's a great sense of enjoyment from finally achieving the. I think you've got to. If it's like a Ferrari, I always wanted a Ferrari, but I'll never get one. Okay, they're just too expensive and too outlandish. By the way, Harry's Garage had a great review on the Portofino M. By the way, I just watched that video last night. That's the newer version of the one Federico's got, just out of interest. Good luck, Fed. Glad to see. But I got to tell you, in all honesty, you know what? You got to reach your goals. You got to be realistic. And, you know, Charlie Munger, Berkshire Hathaway, second in charge, he said the secret to a happy life is to have low expectations. Okay? So if you're really struggling, you got to get gold. You know, you're going to have many disappointments. Just here we go. Anthony Napolitano, $2. Money has to be earned, not given. I tend to totally agree with that. And I got to tell you, the happiest, James, let me say this to you. The happiest times I was with my Japanese wife was when we were basically skinters. No car, no house, no apartment. I had a Cartier Basculant that didn't fold the other way. It only went one. You know what I mean?
Hey, Arch, when me and my wife moved in together, we moved in together when we were 17. We had paper mache in the walls. That's what shithole we were in. The struggle is the best part. The struggle of
you only say that when you have a win, okay?
And suffering. Oh yeah, if you fail. Oh.
Yeah, but the beauty is failure isn't an option. Failure is not an option.
Failure is not an option. My God. Kuiper Frog, $2. Thoughts on generalization wiffle?
It's generational wealth.
Yes, yes, there we go.
Yeah, we'll just drop a link to Gentleman's Hangout debate that I had with JJ. It was
pretty good.
Amazing.
Brian BK, $5. I don't know, guys. I'm rich as shite, and it's amazing.
Art, I gotta tell. People say money doesn't buy you happiness. I don't know if I believe that, Art, because money does buy you the freedom to do what makes you happy.
It
gives you time, right? Okay. It allows you to use your time in however you wish.
It takes the sting out of being poor. That's all. It takes the sting out of being poor.
Let me say this.
Maybe life is still shit.
Everything has its place.
Let me say this to you. It's all relative, okay? When you say rich or poor, one size doesn't fit all, right? Actually, I've been thinking about this a lot the last couple of days. What is real wealth? See, to me, I'll be honest with you, I tend to think $2 million US is a lot of money. I think that is a lot of money, right? Whereas I got a fan who he took me for a drive in his Ferrari. Cars and Chrono, bring that one back up there.
Let's do this one first.
Kurt Antonio, $5. Arch, I'm looking at the Speedy Halcyon or Sapphire Sandwich. Oh,
definitely
look,
Sapphire Sound.
I'd say either. It's whatever you like. Yeah. I love the Halcyon because it's traditional. It's the correct one to get.
Listen to the bear.
But Bear Clooney's Sapphire Sandwich is the best way to experience the Speedmaster.
Listen to the bear.
Yeah, I'm not so. Money buys you time. Cars and Chrono, money buys you time.
Yeah. And freedom.
What I was going to say is that money, it depends how much money. It's all relative. I went for a drive in a Ferrari that a guy owned. It's worth $2 million. He's got 3 supercars, McLaren, Lambo, and a Ferrari. But you know what? I felt sorry for him. His neighbors don't talk to him. They're all jealous. Business rivals hate him. People hate his guts. He's a bit showy. You know what? How much money do you want to have? I think a little bit of enjoyment is good. You want to be able to do what you want, but unlimited money, you don't have to try or struggle for anything. If you got everything you want, it becomes worthless.
Here's my theory on it, right, Arch, is people have a perception that I have money, and I don't. People think I'm a rich guy. I'm not a rich guy.
But all the
that's
rich
what
people
rich people say.
Right, that's what rich people say.
But all I'll say is this, right? Is I'm at the point where I would say I've got the perfect level of wealth for myself. I don't have a lot of money, but I have zero debt. I own my own property without any mortgage. I have a second property. Yeah. I have business. I don't owe anything to anybody, but I'm not a rich guy. That to me is the perfect level of wealth, because you've still got to be careful, because you could fake it all up, but you've still got to, if there's something you want that's expensive, you've still got to plan how you're going to buy it. It's walking that tightrope.
Here we go. Anthony Napolitano, $2. Google Lotto winners, see how their life ends up. Just very quickly, James,
but I want to ask you. They didn't work for that, right? So it's a little different.
I want to ask you one question, James. Do you think death duties are good or a bad thing?
I think no, terrible
UK's
thing. I
got
disagree with them completely.
40% tax.
40%. I
tax.
think it's horrendous because you're getting 40% tax on money that your family has earned. So basically, you work, you pay your taxes on the money, and then the government takes 40% of that money that you've already paid tax to earn. It's I don't like it.
Perf Luxury, $2. How much for JJ, Marco, Doc, Backer, Frank versus Tim?
Whatever Archie wants.
Hey, JJ.
Whatever
Hey,
pays
JJ.
the bills.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sorry I'm late. I was out running a chore. I had to take care of something.
We've brought out the
Only
big
Marco-
guns to settle Tim down.
Only Marco's aware of what I had to
Let's see
take
it.
care
For
of.
my eyes only. For my eyes only.
Is it a Banksy photo behind you there, JJ?
Yes,
What's
sir.
that?
Good.
That's
That is a good
Banksy.
eye, Arch. It is a Banksy photo. That is correct.
Wow.
You know, Arch, I got something to show you, Arch.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Just very
You want
quickly,
to do a
double-check.
little unveiling?
Very quickly, hold on. I want to give you
quickly.
all the limelight.
AB, $5. James, did you get your original Hulk back? I saw you added one to the collection. Just great show, fellas. Marco Smackdown, Liberal Tim. James, did you get your Hulk back? No, he didn't. He bought one.
No. So what I did
I think
is
we had an
bought one-
agreement, though, Marco. Don't you think?
1 second. Let James answer the super chat.
So I bought a Hulk, which was the same year and month of the one that I had stolen, because I've made the offer that when mine appears, I will swap it with the person who owns mine. So they're not going to be any worse off. I've already locked in the trade, if you like. I've paid the premium. So I'm a man of my word. If mine ever crops up, I will do a straight swap.
Damn,
Okay.
that's nice.
Here we
Here we
go.
go.
Here we go. Here we go. Da 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 da.
He's
You guys
gone.
ready?
Yeah, let's go, go, go. Da da da. Oh my God!
Oh,
damn.
Let's
But,
see, let's see,
what's on
let's
the
see.
wrist? What's on the wrist?
Whoa.
Just Milgau's on the wrist
Milgau.
today.
Millie.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Da 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 da.
Da-da.
Got the
Wow,
That
gray.
looks
dude.
great.
beautiful.
Is that cyan?
Congrat-
No, this is the original with the gray
It's the
interior.
grey.
Oh.
It's the monogram
That's
eclipse.
the
right?
ellipse. Eclipse.
Eclipse.
What happened to the cyan?
No,
Congratulations,
I didn't want to
baby.
wait. That was a special order. I didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
JJ, now you got to take a picture of your full LV collection. Because you got a heck of an LV collection.
Arch, how do you do it, Arch, like this?
JJ, do you love it or not? What do you think of it?
Oh, it's wonderful. I love
How
it.
does it smell? How does it smell?
Oh, it smells like success.
Like success. There you go.
What did you think, JJ? What do you think, JJ?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm glad I bought it. Arch, tomorrow I have another unveiling, but I'm going to save that one for tomorrow.
Whew, I think.
Should I drop
you
it
should
now? Should I drop
Do
it
it.
now?
Do it. JJ. You can't
I'll
hold
do
Do it now, JJ. Do it now.
You gotta do-
Overload.
guys,
Oh.
let's just put it this way, okay? I'm not going to reveal anything. If you think the LV box is good, this takes the cake. Let's just put it like that. Let's just put it like that. Let's just put it.
Damn, what
Guys.
the hell?
Now, guys, if you want to know a guy who's got money, JJ is the guy with money.
We need some super chats, guys.
At least
Before
he's having
JJ
some fun.
reveals
He's
anything,
having
we
some
need
fun.
super chats. More super
JJ's the
chats.
cool
We need
dude.
to-
Arch, how much? $10 super chat to show this.
Guys,
$10
you
super
want to
chat.
see this. This is $10 is a bang per buck. This is value for money.
You gotta hook Archie up with $10 if you want to see what. Arch, all I can tell you is today was an amazing day. It was an amazing day.
Is it a Jean? Is it a Jean? Is it a
Well,
Rolex?
come on, do you want to make $10, Arch?
No, we're just speculating. What is it? What is it?
Oh,
What
I
is it?
can't.
Speculating.
I can't tell. I cannot tell.
Gotta be Vacheron. Oh, I don't know. Oh, is it Paul Newman? Oh,
We'll never know. Do you want me to unveil? Looks like nobody's going for it, Arch. What do you
Nobody wants
think?
to give you $10.
Oh,
There you go.
MVP,
Oh, that is
$48,000.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull this down. Here we go. Bam,
Da-da,
bam,
da-da.
bam, ba-da, ba, bam.
Bam! Oh my God! I won the money.
Newman is in the house.
Woo!
Oh,
Damn.
What an amazing day
congratulations.
today, Arch.
Nice.
Wow, that's at retail. Is that right?
Yes, it is. All my Rolex are at retail, Arch. I play AD games. I like to play the AD games.
All that Amiga flipping has paid off, JJ. Congratulations.
nice.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing. Look at that.
How's it look?
That's amazing. It looks
Fantastic.
amazing.
Awesome,
That
man.
looks so good on the
Beautiful.
It's
wrist.
amazing.
All right,
Whew.
take me.
Congratulations.
Thank you again,
man. That's
MJT.
Awesome. That's
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
Wowzers! Look
We
at
had
that.
to do the double reveal. That's a flexing. Arch, that's what you call
Yeah.
flexing.
Flexing. Thumper jump,
Nice one.
$10.
Knock
Platinum
out.
Casio FW91. Thank you so much. Wow, look at this here. Sean W, $2.79. Don Pluta, have a drink on me. Thank you so much there. Amazing. And MJT, $23. Get the fuck out of here. JJ is the man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Arch,
Thank
you gotta have a premium squeeze.
Wow.
You gotta have a premium squeeze.
Premium.
So, Arch, you want to hear the story that goes along with this crazy
Give me
day?
the backstories. I want to hear the backstory.
So I order the LV box. I'm going crazy to try to get it. I have two guys trying to get it, two concierge trying to get it for me.
Yep.
One says they were going to reserve me a spot. There's 4 in the country right now, right? The other one says he's going to reserve me a spot. Then he started telling me order the special one. He couldn't get it. The first guy comes through and he orders it for me. So I take it. I say, all right, get it for me. He says like a couple of weeks. Meanwhile, it comes 2 days later. Right, so it's available to pick up in the boutique today. So I go to the boutique, and I go to pick it up in New Jersey. So while I'm there, I text my AD that I'm friendly with, and I said, I got something cool I want to show you, because he's a watch guy, He goes, oh, cool, come by. He goes, I got something cool I want to show you too. So I drive there after to show him the box. I thought maybe he had like, a new Omega came in or something, or maybe he had a bluesy. I was asking for a bluesy. I walk in, he goes, oh, come in, shut the door. So I'm in the back in the office. And he goes, before you show me what you got, I just want to show you this watch. And he didn't say anything. He just held it up. And I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, yeah, hang on a second. So by the time I turned back around and realized what it was, I was just like, in shock. And he's laughing. He's looking at me. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, are you teasing me? Is this for me? He goes, no, it's of course. If you want it, it's for you. He goes, this is the first one I got in a year and a half.
We got a couple of super chats.
Jeez.
Paul
congratulations.
Salisi is
That
$5.
is awesome.
JJ, fike!
Fuck.
Nice one, Jake.
Right.
Nice
Bear
one.
Clooney watches Ultimate Flex tonight. That's right. Perf Luxury, $2.
Absolutely.
New Space Jam movie rated toxic. Radical left BLM. Ryan Singer, show it again. Show it again.
You gotta show it.
Yeah, bring it up. Bring it up.
Show it to us a little bit. Come on, you gotta show this stuff off, JJ. Come on.
Wow.
Keep that
look
camera
at
on.
that.
Just
It
get-
looks
just-
absolutely beautiful. Look at
I'm
that.
on the toxic cam. I'm not on the good cam.
You gotta do an after show. You gotta do
I'm
an
not on
after
the
show.
Coot Studios. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
That's amazing.
What's
Look
the
at
deal
the
with the
JJ.
legible Daytona?
Watch,
eh?
the
What's deal
dial
with
is
that?
matte black and it has a red track. The matte black dial is so crazy.
Oh, man.
It
that is
turns
so
like gray.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, really.
How
good.
much was that? Can I ask? Is that rude to ask how much it
No,
was?
it was 28,000 and change. Came to like 30,000 something with the tax.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they sell for like 50 something too.
You'd never sell it, of course.
No,
You
what are you
love it.
crazy? No way. No, I'm saying.
Mr.
This and the
GMT.
Day Date are like the perfect duo.
Mr. GMT fight. Massive congrats to my main man, JJ. So happy for you, brother. You deserve all the good things that come your way. Mr. GMT,
Thank you,
you
sir.
said
Thank you.
the words. That's exactly. It is beautiful. JJ, it is absolutely beautiful. Cars and Chrono, $10. Congrats, JJ. LV Toner FTW.
Daytona for the win.
Thank you. All right, make me small
That is
again. I don't want- too big for you.
beautiful. That is beautiful, man.
Thank
And
you.
I
Keep
love
Keep it
your
on the
box.
wrist and just be like this, for the rest of the show. Like,
That is
Yeah.
absolute. James, what do you think? That's amazing. Don't you reckon? It's nice to. You know what, James?
That's the sex.
James?
Honestly, that is the sexiest Daytona in the Rolex catalog. That is absolutely stunning.
I
It is-
gotta-
He says these are harder to get than a Panda Daytona. These
Yes.
are harder
It's
to
actually
get.
easy.
Yes.
It's easy to tell the time on as well.
That's beautiful.
I got to tell you,
What-
James. I look at this here with JJ. I just feel really. I
I
just
do,
think that's
yeah.
fantastic. It's
Yeah.
just beautiful.
JJ's the man. JJ's the man.
It
If
is. It
anybody,
is so
if anybody deserves this, JJ does. I mean, he's
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
top guy.
guys, I just wanna-
MJT, JJ Watch Game recently has gone mental. You
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, JJ, you got a couple watches for sale along with a kidney.
And then also another great news. Well, I wouldn't say great news, but a friend of mine wanted to buy. Remember, he wanted that Breitling with the diamonds.
Yep.
I made a deal with him. I said, because he wants to buy my Speedy. I didn't really want to sell the Speedy, but he said he'll take both. So I'm gonna have to flick off the Speedy and the Breitling. But you gotta do what you gotta do, Arch. I didn't have 30,000 for this. I just couldn't say no. You ever see the movie White Man Can't Jump? Remember when the guy loses and he don't have the money to pay? He goes to his car, he takes out the ski mask and the pistol, and he robs the corner store to pay him. That's what I would have done today if I didn't have my credit card with me. I was getting this watch. I don't care how. I was getting it.
You know what? I don't think you need the Speedy if you've got that Daytona.
No, how many chronographs do you need, Arch?
Exactly.
Yeah. I can only have 8 watches now, Arch. I'm restricted to 8 or 9.
Man.
Well, you need one on the wrist, one in the winder, and like 10 more in the second box.
So let me ask you, what do you think of this print now that I have it in person? Do you still like the Damier graphite better, or do you like the monogram?
No, you don't understand. Okay, just back the truck up. What I actually said, I was in the LV store, and can I just say this firstly? You know, these LV stores, they don't work together. You know, they told me when I was there, they hide it.
Thank you, Sean.
They hide it so other stores don't take their boxes. You know what I mean? Because other people want them in that.
Well, make it small, Marco.
You've really got to go to the LV store to see what's available at the time. Now, let me say this to you. They had 3. When I went there, they had 3. They had the monogram with the beige interior, the monogram with the red interior, and they had the ellipse, just like JJ's. Okay? And I was thinking, what do I get? You know what? If it was my own money, Bursa $2, I want it. We'll spend 3,000 deposit, then send it back. Thank you, Bursa. I got to tell you, you know what? If it was my own money, I would have gone for the grey. I think the grey is the most beautiful. However, because it came from the fans and the viewers, I thought, you know what? Go for the traditional monogram with the red. It's just a very big thank you. It's like a nice rose. It's flowery and perfect. But JJ, I think that is the most beautiful of all the boxes. I tell you honest, the only one I like a little bit better, they had one with the blue interior. That was my number one choice. They had one with the blue. But you know what? I think the grey is better because the blue could get scruffy. You know what I mean? It gets a bit dirty.
Yeah.
Well, my theory was I wanted the watches to look like the dude of talking. I wanted it to be very muted inside.
Yeah.
Arch, remember we got an email earlier about changing straps? I'm just going to pull this up because you did.
Marco, any luck with the email? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it was in my spam. I've been looking, but it was in my spam. I just looked now.
I will just say, JJ, this today, just now, is the first time I actually missed the Panda. Does that make sense? It's the first time seeing that. I just think, oh wow, that looks absolutely beautiful. That is honestly, if you said to me, take the money out of the equation, the values, pick which Daytona looks the best. That's the best one. That's it.
All right, we're going from strength to strength here. What do you think about these straps?
Ooh. Actually, you know what?
That's a 6,000 and a 6,000G and the 5396.
What sort of strap is that? Is that a Boulang or a?
I don't know. He didn't specify in the email, but let us know in the chat. I'll pull it up, please. Let us know.
I got to be honest with you. I'd probably swap the 2 straps over. I reckon swap it over, maybe. You know, but it's,
actually, I would.
The photo's not the best because it's not glossy. The way he's done his photo. It's a bit dull. You know, it's got the tinge to it is a bit kind of shade. You know what I mean? It doesn't show the watches. But they look beautiful. They look Claude C, $5. JJ, your apartment is on fire. You have to grab 2 watches. What do you take? You take the Patek and that Daytona. Simple. And the box.
Then you'd be taking all 8, Arch. You'd be taking all 8.
The box is coming, or I'm risking getting burned, Arch. What am I going to do? Now I want to show you something, and you guys tell me, what do you think?
Stud Muffin $2. Dream 3-car garage for 100,000.
I just want to pull this up very quickly. It says original Patek.
JJ, original Patek straps. Wow.
And I'll be right back.
Yep.
Guys, listen, I'm gonna have to take off because it's nearly 2 a.m. here. So
okay, sorry, James. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I love you. Okay.
Thanks again, JJ. Just quick one. Seriously, man, that is like the coolest of all the data. Beautiful. Massive congratulations. Ooh.
Look at that combo meal deal, Arch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
How do yours fit on the cushion? Are they a little bit over the cushion? How does the cushion fit them there?
No, it fit good.
Well,
Oh, you're
don't
not as fat
don't
as
risk
JJ,
it.
no, JJ, stop it, stop it. What are you doing?
Trying to give us a heart attack.
Well, shaking.
Listen, guys, I'm taking off. JJ,
Okay.
massive congratulations, man, on the
Yeah.
box and the watch. I mean, that is the ultimate flex. Yeah, congratulations, man. Arch, I'll catch you later. ABC,
See you later,
Tim,
James.
Marco, catch you all
Yeah.
later.
Good night, boys. Congrats, JJ.
Thank you, ABC. Appreciate it.
3-car garage. What would I recommend? You know what I would do? I don't know American prices because I'm in Australia, okay? But what I reckon, 3-car garage. You know what I'd buy? I reckon I would get a 3-car. See, I'd rather get 2 really good ones than a. Okay. JJ, what's a Mercedes E-Class cost? Tell me that.
New or used?
Yeah. Like yours is about 30 grand now, isn't it?
About 40, closer to 40.
Second hand or new?
No, secondhand. New is about 65.
Woo! You know what? I reckon I would go Mercedes like JJ's. I would take a BMW Coupe like a 4 Series. And I'd have a Honda Civic Beta. There you go, 100,000. How's that, JJ?
Very good, very good.
Yeah, the Honda would outlive the lot.
Nice.
Man, I got to tell you, JJ, that is an amazing collection. I want to say to you, let's just quickly No, I understand. You know what? Sometimes it's nice. I think it's fine to get rid of the Speedy. You're not losing money on the Speedy, are you?
No, I'm selling it for. I'm selling it to a friend for exactly what I paid. With I got a pretty good discount on it. So
Just
I'm
make sure he doesn't say, look, let me take the Speedy first and I'll fix you up for the other one later. You got to take both. It's not just a single deal. You know
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
he's taking both. He's taking.
I mean,
both.
if he's doing it with the Russian guy, that's the only way.
he's taking both.
The thing
Yeah.
is this. Tell me this. Showcase watches, £2. Here we go. If I ended up with another Daytona, it's JJ's fault. Thank you so much there. Let me just say this. JJ, I think in your collection now, let's look at this. In the box, you would have to say, okay, let's look at your Rolex there. You would have to keep the Daytona. You'd have to keep the day date. You would have to keep the Söhne. You got a Bruce Wayne. You would have to keep the Patek. You would have to keep what other great things have you got? I reckon the Reverso, that's 6. And I reckon what else amazing things has he got there? I would also say the Milgauss, that's 7, because that's a wind and wear. You got to have that.
Right.
Oh, what else? There's no more Speedies, is there, JJ?
I just have the one that the guy wants, so that'll be
Okay,
the
that's
last.
fine. That's fine. I would say.
I can always buy another Speedy if I wanted.
No, don't be silly. What else would you? What else? I'd keep the. I would keep the Reverso, JJ. Don't sell that.
You want me to show you what it's going to look like?
Yes. Da da da.
No, I need a second. I'm still
Okay.
still working on it. But I'm gonna give you a good idea of what
By the way, is anyone doing an after show? Who's doing an after show?
Tim.
I already did one, the pre-show. So
Is
I
Marco
gotta
there?
I need to do something with the wife.
Okay, that's a.
Maybe
Yeah.
Marco. Hang on, I'm just setting this up for you, Arch,
Okay.
for the grand
no worries
reveal.
there.
And I want to get your opinion.
Yeah.
Well, 2 things are going to change in here. I just want to show you how I have it set up right now. I'm not putting the JLC in here yet because it's a pain in the ass to take it on and off. But
yeah.
I'll give you a quick look.
Stud muff. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. Sorry. Let me get this full screen. Wowzers. Just give us a look there. So we've got the Wimbledon, we've got the Söhne, we've got the Bruce Wayne, the Millie, we've got the Daytona, the day date, and we've got the Patek.
And an empty spot for the Zorn, Arch. Well, right now the JLC is going to go there unless I get the Journe.
Yeah, but you know what?
I don't need it, right?
What else do you have other than that? What else is there that you haven't? What have we left off there?
I have the Tudor GMT. I have the Bond Seamaster. I have the white dial Seamaster.
The Tudor GMT. Forget that. Get rid of that. What else?
The two Seamasters, the Bond and the white dial.
The Bond and get rid of both of those.
All right, and then I have the JLC Reverso, which I'm going to hold until I get.
Yep, and what else?
Then I just got the Speedy and the Breitling, which are spoken for.
Okay, well, I would say one of the Bonds. You're going to keep one of these. I reckon I reckon I would keep not the white Seamaster, the titanium, that it's a carbon fiber, isn't it? What is it? What is that one? Titanium.
Yeah, it's titanium.
Keep that. There you go. You're done. That's it. No more. That's it. You're done. Very quickly. Stud Muffin, $2. For me, use DB9, Quattroporte, and Range Rover. Stud Muffin, which one are you going to drive when all these break down? And Showcase Watches, £2. Söhne, Bruce Wayne, and Gold Daytona. Boom! Beautiful. And Jade, Watch Cardinal, you doing a show after this?
Yeah, I can set up a show.
Yeah, it's up to you. If you don't want to do one, it's okay. We don't have to. I'm just asking.
No.
We're wrapping up soon. We're wrapping up very soon. Mr. Valjoux, $10. Archie, Rolex sports models are overpriced tin cans for the masses. It doesn't get serious until you introduce leather. Your Pateks are the real deal. Leave that Rolex garbage alone. Look, the problem is, Mr. Valjoux, I've been there. I understand exactly what you're talking about, and you are right. However, we live in the tropics. I live in, the temperature in summertime can be mid-30s. You know what? Fat guy sweats a lot, okay? It turns those leather straps into schmackos for the dog. You know, that's that leather stick they eat in the yard there. It's like a beef jerky for dogs. Let me tell you this. I've come to respect steel Rolex because it is so usable. It is just so versatile. Do not ever... I was there, Mr. Valjoux, and I forgive you. I give you a pardon, but seriously, you need a couple. You need a diver. Rolex in diver. You need some sort of diving Rolex. You need some sort of GMT function Rolex, and you need a wind and wear. There you go. That's the opinion.
Arch, can I give you the JJ 8-piece collection? The JJ 8-piece collection?
Yep.
It's going to have the Patek 5960p, the FP Journe Octolume. He's going to have the Day-Date, the Daytona, the Z Blue.
Yep.
He's going to have the Bruce Wayne. He's going to have the Sermon. And as the last one...
The Reverso?
No, not the Reverso.
I think Reverso to make the cut.
I think
he needs a carry voodoo line and then no.
I think he needs a vacation beater, because you need that every I think a Polar
Keep
Seamaster
the Bond
or the Bond. The Polar Seamaster or the Bond. I think Schmicko right there, because you don't want to wear the Sermon all the time, right? You need something to replace it.
Right.
Mind you,
I think that would be perfect.
JJ, it's an amazing look. I got to be honest with you, man. That is absolutely amazing. Claude C, $5. JJ, what is next from the Rolex AD, or you were done with Rolex? Good question. Actually, Claude C, that was a good question. Very, very good question. What do you think, JJ?
Actually, it's funny because we talked about this today. I said, now I just need a Panda Daytona. And he kind of just laughed a little bit and said, this one's harder to get than the Panda, right? I said, no, I know. I said, I can't bother you for probably 2 years. And he laughed and he said, no. He goes, listen, I'll get you one eventually. I'll get you one. He goes, just give me some time. So who knows? I mean, on my list, the only things I really want Rolex-wise anymore are the Panda Dial Daytona in steel. Mm-hmm. And then I was thinking maybe possibly getting a bluesy and a rupia for two tones, and that's it.
A bluesy and a rupia. You don't need that.
I don't really need them. I really only want the Panda Dial Daytona, but I would... If I did need more after that, I would probably go for those two.
And you know what? You know what you can do, JJ? Can I just give you a bit of quick advice?
What's that?
You could get the 3-piece Louis Vuitton watch roll to go with the box.
I was thinking about that, Arch. That's I like the way you think. And then that means I can have 8, 9, 10, 11.
yeah. But you know what? Because they don't make the watch roll with the red interior, I can't get it.
But I can. Look at that. Now I have, but then I have to sell all my Bosphorus rolls, Arch. I have 4 of them.
Bosphorus.
Well, I'm gonna give one away.
You know what
eventually.
I really love? Have you seen those Bosphorus briefcases? They're pretty. Look. I'm not going there, but I'm just saying they are. Yeah, the 30-piece.
Ooh.
Marco, am I allowed to have 11 with the travel roll?
No. I think realistically,
8 is enough.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this show up. Is anyone doing a show? You don't have to. Just
I can post the link. I post the link
Post
right
the
now.
link.
it's only
Post
if you
the
want
link.
to, man. JJ, congratulations, man. That is beautiful collection.
Thank you. I got to make Marco collect some super chats for me now because I'm poor. What a day today, Arch. I got hit off the head with a surprise 30,000. You know, that doesn't happen very often. You know.
Could you sell that crypto crap?
I could, but I can't.
Do not sell the crypto crap. It's gone down too much.
Right. I mean, I'm still way up, but I would like to be way more up.
Guys, we love you. Toyota Mo, $5. JJJ, welcome to the LV Box Club.
Thank you.
JJ, I got to tell you, man, seriously, no bullshit. I think that is the most beautiful watch box, okay?
Thank you.
Probably, the reason I went for mine is because, I'll tell you why. Number one, I already have the monogram, okay?
Right.
Number one is because it stands out more. People recognize it more. I want it to be very, very recognizable, okay? But number two, I've already got a lot of monogram, okay? And number three, I said to my wife, what color would you pick? And she said, oh, get the monogram with the red interior. That's what she said. So it was kind of nice to tie it in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I like the red. I do like the. But seriously, if it was me, if I was a single man with a Mercedes and endless money, I'd buy the one you got. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Love you all.
Great
See you tomorrow.
show. Awesome.
And keep
Join me on the after show.
love your watches.
Bye,
Here we
everybody.
go, guys.